This is Shane.
And I am Drew.
And this, of course, is our 40K podcast where we talk all things 40K and GW related. Drew, buddy, what's your invulnerable save for today?
Actually, I was mortally wounded. My car got smashed into by an H2 Hummer.
Jesus fuck, dude!
with Superman vanity plates. It said, if I don't know if I'll ever be the same.
What? Your Honda?
It's my little Honda Civic. He didn't have much runway behind it. He didn't travel very far, but it was a good lesson in physics right there. That
were you inside this car? You did not
sure
tell
was.
Me. When did this happen? You did not tell me about this.
No, I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Yeah, this happened Tuesday afternoon.
So. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The pictures look horrendous. They are absolutely terrible. And then people are like, oh my, because I was going to work, and they were like, what happened? Like, oh my god! And then I was like, yeah, no, he barely just like moved it all. It was maybe like 8 feet of runway like behind me when he hit me, but yeah, he had so much mass on my little Honda that it didn't matter.
Jesus Christ! Oh man,
what's your invulnerable save? And or mortal wound.
Oh man, that's a hard follow up. I feel like an asshole now saying what my invulnerable save is, and that's Vampire Survivors. You son of a bitch! That was the best $3 I could have ever spent.
I did it again. I got you hooked again on something.
That game is so goddamn addictive. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Like playing with the combinations, and I can literally sit and eat Cheetos and drink a pop and play that game by just WASD, moving around. It does everything else for me, and I just pick shit up, and I feel so accomplished, and I didn't do shit.
Oh, so you use a keyboard. You're even more active. I hook up my Xbox controller and just lean back in the chair and use the joystick. I'm even lazier with it.
my Xbox controller is MIA for my computer, so I'd have to find it. But yeah, I love that game. You'd been talking to me about it for
it looks so basic too. You look at it and you're like, it looks like a browser game.
Yeah, and it is, and it's fantastic. So you have this story that you decided today's episode was going to be based on a little bit, because I don't know what I haven't read the story yet, but you seemed pretty excited about it. You mentioned that it's Space Wolves, right? Stuck on a hive fleet.
Yeah, so we decided that something fun would be like, oh, let's read, some 40K books, and then we can talk about them and then give our opinion and shit. So I was like, all right. So I went through, and I have a couple 40K like novels and that I haven't read. And one of them it's called Let the Galaxy Burn, which is a anthology of like, I don't even know how many stories. Like, I think there's like 8 of them in there or something like that. So I was like flipping through. Well, one of the stories was called In the Belly of the Beast. So I was like, that's an interesting name. Like, let's check it out. And so the story follows a group of Space Wolf scouts, essentially.
The base level Space Marine.
Yeah, they're not like super soldiers yet.
They haven't gotten their third heart and second set of testicles.
They're real green. They're all the rookies. They're all red shirts. And so in the book, they go to a rogue trader vessel, and once they get there, they see this giant ship nearby. It's just a horrible looking thing in space. And so the astropath on the main ship is like, yeah, we should just destroy that. Like, let's just fucking blow it up. Like, look at that thing. It's like a fucking skinless whale in space.
I don't know what that is, and I don't like the way it looks, so fuck it, blow it up. That's very Space Marine. That looks different from what I'm used to. Destroy it.
Yeah, like the astropath's like, nope, fuck it, like we should kill it. Well, then the captain of the ship is like, no, there's something that could be on that ship that could benefit all of humanity.
Why is that always a thing? Why is that always
There's always one asshole.
Yeah, and he's always a person in command. He's always the commanding officer.
It's like, but treasure. And it's like, yeah, but no, but like, dude, are you gonna get in that? Like, look at that. It's like a fucking giant fucking like tumor floating in space. Yeah, but treasure. Not like
there could be something good in there, though.
Yeah.
When has there ever been anything good inside of a tumor?
You torpedo yourself in that giant flesh pinata, and you bring me back that treasure. So that's basically the plot of the book. So you follow these space wolves that boarding torpedo their way inside this ship, and then immediately it's like magic school bus when they go inside the one kid's body and they're like, "Oh shit, this is blood vessels." And then
I'm sorry. All of a sudden, you just reminded me of that cartoon of the Magic School Bus, and they're like, "We're inside Timmy's heart right now," and then all of a sudden, they're like, "Uh oh, looks like we're drifting sideways. Looks like we're stuck." And all of a sudden, it cuts to Timmy having like a heart attack because his fucking blood's clotted. That's all I can fucking think about right now.
we've drifted into Billy's brain and caused an aneurysm. It's the magic school bus.
Yeah, Miss Frizzle has to go on the run now. Child murder is very frowned upon. Oh, all right. Sorry, didn't mean to detour there.
No, you're good. Oh man.
So we're in some blood vessels.
Yeah, so they're in there, and there's like giant rib-like arches, and there's bone erupting from giant pink fleshy sacs and great vein pipes all around them. They're obviously, if you don't know by now, they're in a giant Tyranid hive ship.
Okay, so hang on though. But my question is,
Yes.
you know what the Tyranid are? They know what the Tyranid are, right? Is this taking place at a point in time where the Tyranid are a known threat to the universe of 40K?
Yes.
So
I think so. I mean, I don't know. They don't really say, like, they know like that they're in some shit at this point.
well, I mean, but the commander had to know that that was a Tyranid ship. Like, there's no way he didn't look at that and go, maybe that's Tau. Like,
I just like the fact that even if you don't know it's a Tyranid, it's like, oh, that motherfucker looks like a big old floating space organism of some kind. Like, we'll just call it a big space whale.
turned inside out.
Yeah, like, oh, but treasure, and you're like, all right, like I guess we're gonna torpedo ourselves inside this giant
I
space
just,
whale,
I
and
just, I,
and
I
then you
don't
get in
know.
there into what already looks like a living thing, and then you get in there and you're like, yeah, you guys seeing all this like living stuff? Like, look at that, it's like a kidney,
There's
and
even
these
more
look like
living shit in
veins.
here.
Yeah, and it's like we're in something right now, and at that point, no treasure.
Yeah, listen, ate it.
Maybe there's a gallstone in there or something, and you can sell that on the 40K black market. I don't fucking know.
I bring you this. What is that? It's like a stone of some kind? Yes. Dude, that looks like a giant kidney stone. What? Where the hell did you get this? It was perilous and fraught with danger.
It was at this point that I absolutely went from just enjoying this book to loving this book. Let me read you a quick quote, okay?
Okay, all right.
They're going from, I guess, room to room, like chamber to chamber.
Sure, why not? You know, they're inside a giant living organism, but sure, it's got chambers and rooms.
The corridor ended in a massive fleshy sphincter valve.
Hey, stop. Stop right there. No. That is not how you write books. That is how you write medical journals.
It looks like an airlock, Sven said, studying it. The doorway rippled moistly. The scout warily eyed the folds of flesh surrounding the valve. I'll open it, Eagle said, and blasted away at it with his bolt pistol. The bolts tore into the flabby mass of flesh. The valve door spasmed as if in pain. The whole floor shaking underfoot. Underfloor muscles joined in the action.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ!
Oh, the word sphincter comes up more than once. Sven noticed a small fleshy node near the valve. Acting on impulse, he reached out and stroked it.
Jesus
The partially
fucking
torn
Christ.
door flapped open with a soft, almost animal sigh.
Jesus fuck. Dude,
So-
hang on. Give me a minute. Are you reading a book or fan erotica? Jesus Christ.
I am reading official 40K lore in the belly of the beast.
Are they sure they're in the belly?
Obviously, you gotta stroke the small fleshy node near the valve.
I I think that's called the frenulum.
And then the partially torn door flapped opened with a soft animalistic sigh. Oh my god. This book. And here's the thing, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Reading it, I'm like trying to get into the zone.
Boy, that would take me right out of the zone when I start hearing those
Boy sure does it. The word the sphincter is a loaded word. That is a very it is hard to get past reading that and still be in serious sci-fi. Like, oh my god, is Sven
Like,
and crew going to make it out of this giant weird space whale?
oh my god, damn it.
Yeah, this book should have just been called Space Wolves and Sphincters.
Yeah.
So they get taken out one by one, but boy oh boy, whenever they get to a doorway, do I get excited. It is my favorite part of this book.
Wait. So it keeps getting described this way throughout the
These
book?
these sphincter valves were obviously airlocks of some kind, but they were far too far into the ship for them to open.
Funny thing is, most sphincters are airlock valves.
I mean, to
For
be fair,
to be fair. Oh
they
my
see
god.
the
My
sphincter,
face hurts.
they interact with the
My
sphincter,
ribs hurt.
they eventually identify the sphincter,
Jesus
they shoot the sphincter. It's a good book. I give this 42 shades of gray out of 50 shades of gray.
Christ.
Because man alive.
I, do, I, may I ask,
Uh-huh.
at any point in time, do one of them punch said sphincter-like door?
I think one of them tries to stab it.
See, that doesn't work for me. I need him to fist it.
I will look.
I want
Let
him
me
to
just
fist that sphincter.
I'm sure there's some
So,
'cause-
okay, without, I mean,
oh,
I don't know if anybody cares about spoilers, and I don't really give a shit. But do they survive? Does anybody make it out of this thing? Is there a tale to be told by a single survivor, or do they just get fucking wrecked by the Tyranids?
two of them do make it out.
All right, good for them. Good for them.
And then they
Do
end up
they
just blowing
escape?
up.
Do they escape from through a sphincter valve?
They have to get through many a sphincter to escape to their ship.
Jesus
Like I was just like, huh. It's that's a powerful word they're using right there. The Space Wolves make for the boarding torpedo with extra haste, losing one of the characters to a sphincter trap door in the floor where he's digested.
Wait, okay, so there's oh god, all right, so there's sphincter doors that act like airlocks, and then there's sphincter doors that act like trapdoors.
Yep, pretty much.
So every opening is a sphincter, and he says it, and every time, instead of just referring them to doors from there on out. Okay, let me go through a writing class 101. I have described the door in great detail, excessive detail, one might say. After that, I don't need to keep calling it that thing. I could just call it the doorway. You know, as the reader, what I mean when I say the doorway. You've got the very vivid image that I have painted for you as the writer. So I don't need to keep reminding you by like nudging you going, hey, remember, it's a sphincter. Like, you know
Well,
what I mean? Like
yeah.
every time it's like, and the sphincter doorway opened up. And it's like, yeah, it's just call it doorway from now on, man. You don't need to keep calling it the sphincter doorway. I got it from your description.
When they stop referring to them as sphincters for like a hot minute, it doesn't help because it's already in my mind. And I'm
Right.
looking. I'm a very visual reader, so I'm just imagining buttholes just puckering and closing, and like this sentence right here. Sven inspected the door. Great gobbets of flesh had been torn out of it.
That's like my sphincter after a night of eating Taco Bell.
Another shot would tear the ruptured muscle away. I'm already thinking butthole, and so like when you're like talking about like a ruptured butthole and it being torn away,
It paints a picture.
I will never not read about Tyranids or hive fleets and stuff like that. And I'm just like, there are a lot of buttholes in that.
Dude, it really paints a weird picture though when you think about how like when you think of deep striking with a Terminator unit, you think of like this highly advanced teleportation device that's attached to the person, and there's also some sort of beacon on the ground, right? And there's like satellites and everything. When it comes to the Tyranids, they're shitting them out of their boats. That's their ships are just literally taking dumps, and they're shitting fucking Tyranids all over the planet. It's just such a uncivilized manner. So uncouth.
Yep. I mean, and like right here, the Space Wolf scout equipped a grenade and lobbed it at the door. They ducked back behind the sphincter door. The grenade exploded against it. The door buckled but didn't give. And it's just like, That's a cool like sentence, except for
Well,
sphincter
now it
door.
just paints a picture of like somebody about to shit themselves and they're just clenching their butt cheeks together to make sure it doesn't escape. Like that's where my mind goes. like like if you've ever been at work and you gotta go and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. So all of a sudden your cheeks just start to clench up nice and tight, and you haul ass to the fucking bathroom and you feel those gurgles of gastrous juices blending, and you just feel it like popping and bubbling. That's what I feel like this grenade going off inside that ship is. It's just on the outside, that thing's having the same like same reaction. Oh, I gotta clench it. Like, oh man, something's trying to get through, and I ain't gonna let it.
You could say when you have to take a shit that a space wolf is stroking your your flesh node.
Oh god, god damn it! What the fuck?
In the belly of the beast is one of many stories you can find in the compendium Let the Galaxy Burn. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't read a damn other one of them stories yet. This was number one.
Was that the first of the stories in the book?
No, it just sounded the coolest to me.
Okay, okay. So you just kind of like jumped in and said, "Ah, this one. I don't know, Space Wolves on a Tyranid fleet. That sounds interesting."
Well, yeah, it was just like in the belly of the beast. I'm like, well, okay. I was thinking like in the belly of the beast is going to be like a squad of Marines that are surrounded by orcs. They're in the belly of the beast or something like that. I wasn't expecting it to literally be space Marines in the belly of a giant creature. But my God, am I happy that they were.
With apparently many sphincters. Oh my god.
And like,
I've
how
boy,
do you? Okay,
man. That's an image that's not gonna leave me now. That's just stuck.
so you're one of the surviving Marines. Like, welcome back, brother. What happened? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Well, what do you mean? Like we lost a number on that mission? Yeah, I don't
Look.
know. It was fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna go take 7 showers. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure I was in the asshole of something. I don't know what it was,
Like,
but I smell funny and I don't feel right anymore. You know the other one's just sitting in the shower already in the fetal position going, "Can't come clean."
well, because like there is some cool scenes in the book. Like one of the Marines is a heavy weapons expert, so he's carrying this heavy bolter, and from the beginning that he's introduced, I was like, and his name's Gunnar, like Gunnar. So I don't know if it's like Gunnar or something, or I don't know. But I was just like, oh, his name's like Gunnar. Like this motherfucker's, he's gonna light a room up. And so like the entire time I'm just like, fire that fucking like this is gonna be cool. There's gonna be a scene where
You're waiting patiently for
yeah,
like that Samuel L. Jackson motherfucker
yes,
moment. You know it's coming.
they yeah,
They just keep
you
teasing you
don't
with it.
mention a heavy bolter without firing a heavy bolter. And then it's like by the time it gets to it, I'm so preoccupied with these like sphincter doors and them explaining how like they like oh he eyed the mucus covered folds warily,
Jesus
and I'm just like
Christ.
what is happening right now? Like what is this? I said, Arthur, you've lost me, but you've also aroused me.
Yeah, you've captivated me at the same time. I guess another issue I have with it is these are space wolves. These guys aren't exactly known for their, we'll say, tact and grace. They're not gonna they're not gonna peer at a mucus fold. They're gonna look at that and go, "Cut it open. We're getting through." Like I don't see, like I just see them like not not studying this thing. There is like it's like if this was any other Space Marine faction, I'd understand sphincter, mucus folds, all that shit. I'd be like, yeah, no, that I could definitely see Ultramarines being into sphincters. But fucking Space Wolves would just be like, blow that door up, blow that door up. That one looks like an asshole, blow it up. That also looks like an asshole, blow it up.
I want that to be a line of the book. That looks like an asshole. Just blow it up. But they tried it. They tried to blow up the asshole, and it doesn't work.
But when has that ever stopped a space wolf in any other book or lore? Like they are maniacs essentially. Like they're just fucking
Oh yeah, it's
unhinged
like Eye of the
psychopaths.
Kraken. I just cut it with my frost blade, and then it's like, oh okay, and then they're good.
Man, Oh wow.
Yep. So you're welcome.
I don't. I I don't know if I feel welcome or not. That's awful.
Well, there's like
Uh,
one scene where they're in the egg chamber, basically. They're like, it's like the birthing pod or whatever. And then they're just like, what are these little, like, they look like eggs. And it's like, yeah, no shit, they're fuck. Like, you're in a living thing. Get out of
yeah.
there.
See though
No
that
treasure.
that
There's no treasure anymore. Like, if
that fucking tracks for fucking space wolves. They're just like dumb as shit. And they're like, that kind of looks like, I think those are eggs. And everybody else would look at him and go, yeah, no shit, they're eggs. But space wolves are like, those aren't like the eggs I can eat, are they? No, they're not. Stop looking at them like that. Just shoot them. Get rid of
yeah,
them.
the one goes, it's like maggots writhing inside rotten meat. And then the other guy like looks at him and is like, we need to leave. You have like your voice of reason,
Hmm.
like your main character, and he's just like, dude, no treasure. Like, first of all, like fuck that rogue trader. Like, let's just no treasure. When you're the place you're in has buttholes, like there's no treasure in there.
Yeah, okay, exactly. The minute I walk in and they're like, "Hey, go check that thing for treasure," and I torpedo myself into it. Which, by the way, the fact that they're using the terminology of torpedoing in and then immediately following up with sphincters
Oh,
basically,
it's a
you
yeah.
know, connects the two and says, "I just torpedoed a sphincter."
You will have a half chub the whole book in the best way.
The second I get in there, though, I'm like, all right, there is definitely not any treasure here. Look at each other, go, are we all in agreement to go back and go, yeah, boss, nothing there? Like, dude, just stay where you're at. Like, don't go any further. Just stay where you're at. Wait an hour and go, yep, torpedo back to the home ship. What'd you find?
Dude's got
Nothing.
buttholes blown up.
Like, look, we went through like 3 butthole doors and we were like, all right, there ain't nothing here. There can't be anything good here. Let's go.
Oh,
Or the second a butthole door opened and swallowed your buddy. Time to pack it in, guys. Like it's time to go. Like this is clearly not a place you're supposed to be. And there definitely ain't gonna be any fucking treasure there.
and happily, I will say they do leave it on the end question mark where spoilers. So cover your ears if you don't want to. But like after blowing up the hive ship, they're like, "Oh, that's the end of that." And then the astropath, she's like, "It sent out a massive psychic call," and they're like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "It called more." And so it's like, ooh, so like more flesh whales with more buttholes and treasure.
Yeah, no, see that like and you know what? That commander needs to be demoted immediately.
Oh
Like he
yeah.
does not need to be in command of anything anymore. Like somebody should that astropath should definitely go to his superior and be like, "Yeah, I like saw that thing and I was like, "Hey, we should blow it up." And he's like, "There might be something valuable on board." And he sent people in there and pissed the thing off by blowing holes in its many sphincters. And
Unless that rogue trader knew like what he was getting them into and he just wanted to like listen to the play by play like that's what I mean, it's very lonely in space. So you gotta get your rocks out somehow and he's just like, "Oh, a lot of buttholes in there. I'm gonna get these okay, space wolves, you torpedo there, get me the treasure." And then they're in
You
there and
can
he's just
you
like
can hear him now, like just like whispering over
like
the mic. Yeah, yeah, blow up another door. Yeah,
tickle the node.
tickle the node. Yeah, yeah.
Describe it to me. Well, it's a giant sphincter like door flap. Oh, is it mucus covered? Yeah, I'd say it's fairly mucus covered. Oh, have you struck it with your pistol? I mean, no, we were getting to that.
Is there a fleshy node nearby? Yeah. How'd you know that?
Lucky guess.
All right, I want you to grasp it tightly and firmly in your hand, and slowly and gently twist it.
The flesh sack should begin to be smelling of almonds now. Please, can you confirm? And it was just all Mr. Carl's sick game.
Like, and you can definitely see that. You can definitely see there be like a moment of silence on that radio in between those two transmissions of like, yeah, I don't think we should be doing this anymore, guys.
Mr. Hoffman, what do you want? I'm close. Don't interrupt me. We need to get out. There is no treasure. Listen, nothing but we got rotten flesh maggots and butthole flaps. Like keep talking.
You just see like Meanwhile, back on the home ship, like somebody walks into that door while that dude's in there telling him what guided him through the ship. And he's got like a box of tissues next to him. They're like, Mr. Haw, oh, geez, I didn't see anything. Get out, I'm almost done.
I told you knock before you go into the to the break. Oh shit!
Oh, fucking!
It's a good
God.
book. I can't.
Like, how long is that? Like, you say book, but you also describe it as a short story. Like, how
It's a
long
short
was it?
story. I don't
Like-
remember.
like-
It's
Less than 100 pages.
oh yeah, it's about 30 pages.
Oh yeah, so it really just it really just plows right through there, doesn't it?
You son of a bitch. Oh man. But here's the thing. I'm never gonna forget that story. That is going to stick with me forever.
I don't think I'm gonna forget it either.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately.
Crying here. Oh
Yeah, I'm still wiping tears away from my eyes. Here. Yes, I think what made it worse is the fact that you said it in such a slow, almost like you're trying to be seductive with your tone
That's
of voice.
the only way to read it. If you're gonna read In the Belly of the Beast, you damn well better read it right. The doorway rippled moistly. The scout warily eyed the folds of flesh surrounding the valve. Like, I'm reading that to myself, and I was like, wait, what? No, I misread that. Like, it's not sphincter, it's like sepulture. I don't fucking know what the word. Like, I misread it. And then I was like, no, that is definitely that's a butthole. All right. And then I was like, oh, they're interacting with it. Okay. And then it was just like, let's be adults. It's a giant fleshy organic thing. They're going to introduce it that way, and then that's it. And then it'll just be like another one of the flesh doors or something like that. No, which I don't even know now, saying it out loud, if flesh door is better. But anyways, but then it like comes up again, and I was like, a 30-page little short story, and 6 of them got the word sphincter on them. I was like, this is a hell of a ratio here.
Wouldn't you love to find out though if like the whole compendium had like a word limit on every word, and like another writer wanted to use the word sphincter, but it all got used up in that guy's story? Like,
how am I supposed to write my Emperor's Children story? Fucking, I can't use sphincter. Motherfucker took it all. I can't use fleshy. Quivering note. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's taken too.
Like, you could just see the editor's room like, yeah, Tom, I love the story and all, but unfortunately, Bill, man, he really pushed the envelope with using the word sphincter. And I know you only use it like twice in yours, but can we like change that to something else? Well, not really. I mean, it really conveys what I'm going for. Yeah, trust me, we fucking know. The last guy definitely had us conveyed. Oh man.
So there you go.
Yeah, that's an episode.
In the Belly of the Beast. Find it, read it, devour it. Oh, it is. It's a
Eat
good
that
book.
ass.
I cannot say it. Get up in that ass.
Get all up in that ass.
Oh, shit.
Get all up in them multiple asses.
That's all I got. I'm spent.
Yes.
If we still have, if you haven't stopped listening yet, then good on you. Your brain has permanently been altered, like mine has after reading that book.
And I know what you meant when you said that to me. You're like, my brain has been permanently altered. So yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. Any final question for me?
Yeah. In keeping with the theme of the episode, I have a Tyranid-based question.
I'm ready, I think.
Do you think gene stealers prefer boot cut or slim leg? I'm Drew.
I'm Shane, and this has been 40K.